Alright, it's getting late tonight. Everybody else is in bed, but this came in the mail today. Can't wait to get it out. So, yeah, as you can see, I've already gotten into it. So, kind of cheated a little bit, didn't bring you guys along for the ride. But this is going to be the new home for this guy. So, Waterbox, first time I've ever used them. You guys have seen my other videos. I use a lot of like older tanks, you know, whatever I have, basically trying to keep the cost down, showing you guys how I've done it pretty cheaply. This one was on sale for their and I just forgot what it was called, Freshwater Friday or something, their event that they had, and tank was on sale. I had a little bit, so went ahead and got it. So shipping wise, it had these guys in every corner protecting it. It also had these things here in the corner protecting the box, and then on the box on the inside we've got the tank, which, as you can see, nice thick, real thick protection. So I'm not gonna take all of it off right now, but I'm gonna take some of it off so we can get a look. And then we have, there are the dimensions for this is the Clear Mini 6, 22 liters, 5.8 gallons, depending on where you're at. Nice thick glass. So, didn't get the cabinet with it or anything like that. They have a few other sizes as well, but we got the Mini 6. So, obviously there's a little bit of dust and pieces of cardboard in there. I've got some protection on the glass to pull off of there. Like I said, it's nice, good thickness there on the glass. It's going to be a nice sturdy product. And underneath here you can see that there is one of those leveling mats that come with it. Looks like a great product. So let me get it out and I'll wipe it down and we'll take a look at it, and then we'll get into putting the tank together. Alright, welcome back. You saw the first bit. I'm getting it partially out of the box. I'm going to finish it, but I had to clean a space for it. Hopefully this works. I don't know if it's going to. I've got some little palm and some bamboo here behind it, and I'm hoping that that looks cool with what I'm planning for the tank. If you think it looks like crap, hang out until the end of the video, and if you still think it looks like crap, then, you know, tell me. But let's get the tank out and on the freshly cleaned space. All right. Man, there's even more packaging stuff underneath, which is awesome. Here's the little mat for it. That's the easiest thing to do one-handed while holding it in the air. And we'll get there. I'm just making a mess of this, aren't I? Now obviously I've got to get lovely reflections. Pretend like I can talk. Hope you're enjoying me. Having trouble with, you know, the whole English language thing. So obviously I gotta clean it, give it a good wipe down. I think I might leave the Waterbox stuff here, just because why not? But it is nice and clear. Awesome white sock reflection there. Super clear though. Basically, like, if it wasn't for the reflection, you'd never know it was there. Looks awesome. Waterbox, shout out to them for, you know, just the excellent quality here. So, you guys probably don't want to see me clean up, make it look pretty before we start doing anything, so I'm going to do that without you. When we come back, we're going to start fiddling with trying to get it to look the way I want it to. I do like how this is hanging over top of it already, so should be good. Alright, so it has been a few days. Had some trouble trying to decide what I was going to do. It's such a nice looking aquarium compared to the rest of them that I have, that it took a few days to try and decide what exactly I wanted this to look like. I have no idea how it's actually going to turn out. If it doesn't look good, we'll just redo it. But I thought I'd get some of the base layer in. The base layer is going to be some crushed up lava rock. So I'll get this in, and maybe you'll get an idea of what I'm kind of going for here. I did clean the aquarium, but I didn't bring you along for that because I figured you probably already know how to do that. So if not, leave me a comment. Maybe I'll show you on a different one. Let's get this in there. Alright, so that lava rock, it's going to be a nice little base layer. It's not too thick. I'm not getting too fancy with it, but that's kind of like the general gist of it. It's going to be great for the beneficial bacteria, great place for that. And on top of this, we're going to do the aqua soil. So let me go get my bag of aqua soil and we'll get that in there. Next thing I'm doing is the aqua soil, and then we're going to cap it with sand. If you look closely, you might see a few pieces in there already because I spilled some. So I'm going to go ahead and get this in there. It is the Fluval Strata. I've used it in quite a few of my tanks already, and I think it works absolute wonders. So I'm going to get it in here. Just gonna quit talking, pour it in, and we'll go from there. I'm sure you've seen this done before. And of course I just spilled some more. So I'm going to get this tidied up here a little bit, and then we'll get the next layer on. Alright, I've got it cleaned up. I just thought missed a few. Thought I would just, I'm trying something different. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but I've got an idea in my head. And I don't really plan this kind of stuff. I just kind of do it and hope it works. Because this is in the kitchen dining room area, I'm trying to do something a little bit fancier. Usually I don't care if the stuff's up to the front of the glass, but this is a fancy aquarium, so I'm trying to do something that looks a little bit nicer. I've got a nice deep layer for planting into with the aqua soil here, lava rock underneath, and I'm going to cap this all down. And I'm going to try and keep the capping to a thin layer in the front. Maybe not so much this side, because as you can see, this here is going to block the view from this side, but we'll see. We'll see what happens here. But I just thought I'd kind of explain that before I moved on to the next step. Well, the next layer is going to be sand. You can see I've already dumped some in there. There's a lot more than that on the floor because, you know, I apparently can't open anything today. But nobody said this hobby was clean. So I'm going to go ahead and start getting some in. I don't know. Do you wash this stuff? I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. It is just a simple, really fine-grained sand. It's going to be going in over top of everything. And I'm not putting anything in there that really should dig in this. So I'm not too worried about the aqua soil coming back up through it. But, you know, time makes fools of us all, I suppose. So let me get some in, and we'll go from there. Well, that's not going to make a very nice slow motion thing, is it? Oh, it's okay, Winston. Not going to be perfect, but as I completely mess up that corner. But you kind of get the idea. Let me zoom out just a little bit. You kind of get the idea. I want like a little thin edge there, and it's going to be the same. It is going to be deeper here in this corner, but same on that corner. And we're going to have the planting area right here in the middle. But we're not ready for that. That's going to be tomorrow's project. So I will be back with you guys tomorrow on this. Okay, it's the next day. As you can see, it's a little bit brighter. It is time to get some water in this thing. I'm not going to bring you along for that because it's going to take a while, but we're going to get a little bit of water in. I've got some stem plants I want to get in there into our little planted section, or little section there that I could set up for planting. Anyway, whatever I'm trying to say, I don't know. Yeah, I'm just going to get some water in. Next time you see it, there's going to be some water in there, and I'm going to get some plants in. Alright, some water in there. Looks kind of a mess right now, but, you know, I'm going to be planting in there anyway, and we'll go from there, and then we'll get some more water in there. I just wanted something to kind of make the sand a little wet for me. First thing going in is I've got an assortment of bamboo. Thought it would go nice with this little fern that's back here, and there's more bamboo here. So let me go ahead and get some of this in here. See if I can do it the way I have it pictured in my head or not. Now, I'm not going to put this one dead center. I kind of want it a little off to the side. And I'm putting that one in the front. And some of these little ones in the back to kind of create some depth to this. Gosh, that one looks kind of sad. A little bit bigger, so I'll pull him out front. And this one's another small one. So and then I have some more plants to go in, so let me get those prepped, and then I'll bring you back when I'm ready. Okay, back again. Other plants are out of the tank that they were in with the resident that's going in here. I'm going to hurry up and get them in and get more water in here because they should be absolutely covered in beneficial bacteria from being in with that resident here for the last couple months. It is, let me pull one out here and show you. Hold it over the tank here. It is this Cardinalis. Doesn't look great in this light, but once I get the light on here, so I'm just going to start getting it in where I feel like I kind of want it. And I know there's not much in there with that, but it's a nice stem plant. It will grow, and I can trim and replant and make it a little bit denser there in that little island area. So I'll bring you back once I have some water in. Alright, we're back. Oh, stupid. Dumb. I got the water in there and then I left this. Alright, I'm going to need y'all to pretend like you didn't see that. It's just some paper towel I put in there to try and keep the sand from going all over the place. There's a little debris from the sand here on the surface, but I'll take care of that as time goes here. But we are full of water. I stuck a few extra plants in there from one of my other tanks. I have the last little bit to go on top. This is going to be a no filter tank, so we want some stuff to help take out the stuff from the water, the bad stuff. So I've got just some water lettuce. There's a piece of dead leaf. Can you tell this isn't scripted? So we've got a couple pieces of water lettuce. This will also have some good beneficial bacteria on it as well. So there's beneficial bacteria from a couple of the plants that are put in there. The bamboo's new. And I guess it's time for grabbing the light. So let me grab that. So the light is the Top Fin Flexible Nano LED. I told you when I used it before that I'd let you know what I thought of it. Honestly, it's a cheap little thing. I want to say I paid like $10 for it. It's got a single LED. I'm using it for a beta. they don't tend to care for high light situations anyway. So I think it works great. Most of the plants that are in there were growing just fine with the aqua soil and that little LED light. So I'm just going to move it over onto this tank, and it's actually pretty easy. There's the magnet, and then it just sticks to that side. So it's just going to go. I'm thinking that I'm actually going to keep it pretty high on the tank here, because it is flexible, and I can bend it out over the middle here. Yeah, I don't know. Is that where I like it? Who knows? I might change it. Maybe I'll put it on the side. Who knows? You'll see in some sort of update. But lights on there, no filter tank, good size water volume for a single fish who doesn't get fed terribly much. Got some floating plants in there for them. I'm going to move one of them over towards the middle here. Got stem plants, just stem plant heavy. No real other decorations. I'm not getting too fancy. The Waterbox is more of a high-end tank, so it's going to be more expensive. But thankfully, Waterbox hooked me up here with on the Fresh Friday. I was able to get a discounted price on it. If you're not familiar with Waterbox, they do Fresh Friday and a saltwater day, and I don't know what the saltwater day is because I'm too afraid to try actually using saltwater. Maybe one day, who knows, but probably not. So I've got the plants in there that I'm going with, substrate systems in there. What do you say we get some actual residents in there? Obviously, you've seen the title. It's going to be for my half moon betta. He's a beautiful little fish, but we'll save him for last. I've got some nerite snails to go in there with him. Nothing fancy. Again, I'm not doing something crazy with the tank. So, we're going to go ahead and get the nerite snails. The water temperature's fine. Everybody's acclimated. Some of the water from the tank is already in there as well, just for making it easier to acclimate them. So let's get the little nerite snails in. Remember, I immediately just drop them upside down. Good times. I'm sure he appreciated that. Or she. There's number 2. So you want to be useful to have a third hand, so I could have the towel to dry myself off, so I'm not spilling water all over the floor, but I'll clean the floor up here in a minute. It's no different than the sand and the aqua soil and everything else I've spilled, right? That's why we're keeping it real here on this channel. Alright, so we got the water lettuce in there, we've got the stem plants in there, now we've got the nerite snails. So, last thing is our star of the show. So let me get him and we'll get him ready. Alright, we're back. I've got Theodore. This is his new home. So let's get him in. Because right now he's just in a little cup. And let's welcome him to his new home. Right after I move this. You didn't want to get in the cup, now you don't want to leave. Come on. He's such a pretty fish. He has so much personality. So let's let him explore, let him relax for a little bit, and I will bring you back for some shots of him just kind of enjoying his tank. I bet you thought the video was over. So doing something a little different this time. Thought I would wait. It's been about 2 months. As you can see, the Cardinalis has grown up. It's even grown up out of the top over here. I know he's ready for some food. We'll give him some food here in a second. The Waterbox aquarium is just lovely. I don't even know what else to say. I'm still enjoying my little light here. Bamboo's doing well. I'll tilt the camera here in a second and show you. It is the first tank that, like I mentioned, has the sand, and it is, I'm still trying to get used to keeping it clean, as you can see, but you know what, I'm gonna keep it real over here. It's what we do. So there's the bamboo growing nice and tall, and then of course the water lettuce I added in, some smaller ones here. Oh, he is just nice and hungry here. So what do you say I give him a little bit of food and I just leave you with some video footage of him? And I appreciate you coming over for the video. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe button. Come back for some more, and hopefully we'll do something cool.